He is a true craftsman with unique creativity and profound artistic vision. To make completing the house easier, he successfully applied the leverage method. On a sunny morning full of energy, Foden started building a new place to live after just getting married. The endless space with mountains and forests on all four sides is the right place for him to freely draw and create. Foden marked the scope of construction, then dig according to the designated points. To create a solid foundation for the foundation project, Foden went into the forest after a moment of disagreement. This type of stone will provide much greater durability than using wood, but transporting these blocks will be a challenge to his enthusiasm. It took him a whole day like this, and he finally collected 999 stones. Dig a square in the middle. After assembling a new filter, he began his screening process. With this high-quality yellow slurry, only then does it ensure adhesion between the rocks. Seeing that all preparations have been completed, construction will officially take place. Use clay to cement stacked rocks to form a solid wall. Not only is this fire a test of patience, controlling shape and size is also important. Wait until the clay is completely dry and Foden will spread the edges to ensure aesthetics. The shape of the building also gradually appears. To increase labor productivity, Foden decided to apply physics knowledge to create a single lever, but its effectiveness is enormous. With the help of tools, he can easily transport heavy rocks. Makes this heavy job easier than ever. The problem of temperature difference between day and night in the forest is always a big problem, which makes building a fireplace very necessary. The warmth from the furnace will determine the stability of a long-term life here. The door frame has a natural arc shape that accurately calculates the entrance and exit. With each movement, mastering each convex and concave joint is about to be completed. Ultimately, with living in the wilderness, in addition to safety and durability, grounding is equally important. Continue pulling along the edge until the door frame and awning are covered. At this point, a new hiding place is strongly forming. Although it is only made of stone and clay, the quality of this work cannot be underestimated. Right now, Foden decided to rest. His physical strength was exhausted, and each heavy operation became less effective. All anglers need such a shelter for the winter. The process of building is also very easy. Today, the flood flooded Victor's usual fishing spot, so he was forced to rebuild a new fishing location. He immediately began work on building a pedestal. Then firmly reinforced with a solid foundation, this new construction can help Victor feel secure in using it without any worries. Use small slats to weave them together until they cover the floor. Next is to place gravel in front of the floor to prevent subsidence and minimize the risk of landslides. Given that fishing is a long-term job, the most important thing is to build a roof. The frame structure is carefully designed and built. Next is finishing the roof with pine needles. Pine needles are chosen for their good insulation properties and natural water resistance. Victor then used a sharp knife to skillfully remove all the excess parts of the pine needles. Victor's project is almost completed. Look at his neatly arranged bed. I really don't want to go home. Finally, it takes advantage of the endless mud source of the riverbank. Tightening the mud to the roof in this way is like equipping the roof with armor to withstand the weather. After the mud becomes completely dry, there will be a surprise that it cannot be destroyed. But in terms of appearance, it seems like something is missing. That's right, the problem feels inconsistent, so Victor decorates it with a pile of hay. It is also to solve the problem of cracking and washing away of the soil layer below. Most of the day is busy. Now is the time for Victor to enjoy the feeling he loves the most. In fact, it doesn't matter whether you can return home with a full load of fish or not. What matters is that such a fun fishing spot any angler can refuse.